Like he wants you to respect his privacy. Or that's more, maybe that's reading too much into it.
No, I think he's just being a pain in the ass.
In this business, every now and then, we have the privilege of coming across real magic, the sort of pictures that really lift the spirit. That's what we've got for you now. It's a simple story. A Queenstown cameraman called Alex, a family of orangutans and a pair of underpants. Simon Mersep on the case.
Bo. Bo.
I love them, yeah. I genuinely love them. You can't help but love them.
Cameraman Alex Hubert on assignment in Borneo with an orangutan called Jasmine and a pair of old underpants.
Oh, you guys. Clean your face.
I'd love to know what they're thinking. You know, I wish they could talk.
Alex is sharing scenes from the other side of the camera, footage we'd never get to see.
I'm so glad these aren't used.
How hard was she pushing there?
It wasn't painful. No, they don't hurt you. They can be incredibly gentle. Most of the time, they're amazingly gentle.
They may not talk, but they seem to understand.
Clean my boots. They're really dirty. Clean. Oh. Very good.
Now you pointed to your boots.
I just said clean these. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But they don't always listen.
Clean chanting. Ow! Now you're being mean.
Alex has been filming a TV series for the Animal Planet channel. It follows apes who've been raised in a sanctuary by humans as they're reintroduced to the wild. But like many stars, they're not always cooperative.
We're on Palace 1. Palace 1.
It's almost like he wants you to respect his privacy. Or that's more, maybe that's reading too much into it.
No, I think he's just being a pain in the ass.
Okay, well, this is just the head of the latest rough cut.
Producer Judith Curran came up with the idea for the TV series. She's showing Alex, for the first time, a sequence of King Hamlet being groomed by a female called Papau.
And the big guys blissed out with all this pampering.
Isn't that gorgeous?
When Papau moves on to a pedicure, Hamlet can't believe his luck. The discerning Hamlet inspects Papau's work. Not bad.
It's lovely, lovely to see that.
Yeah.
It's like Coronation Street, you know, on this island. I mean, it's a classic soap opera, and there's so many dramas. And of course, this is all completely unscripted. I mean, when we started shooting, we had no idea what was going to happen.
Strange look.
Judith says international audiences love the stories and Natural History are completing a second series.
It's a splinter.
Because they're so close to us, you know, genetically, you cannot but watch it without feeling a reflection about the way we run our own world.
How at risk is the orangutan population?
They are highly endangered. Within 5 years, they could be extinct in the wild.
You know, it's touched my heart, these guys. You know, their plight, the fact that there's only 50,000 of these guys left. You know, that's the population of Nelson or Gisborne, if you put it in human terms. And the fact that they are such magnificent animals. You know,
It's a brutal irony that the apes are dying in part because of green politics. The jungles are being milled for timber and replaced by palm oil trees, a biofuel crop. That's made a campaigner out of this cameraman.
it's my hope that people will fall in love with the orangutans. You know, obviously they can't get close to them in the way that I did, but I'm hoping that the footage that I've shot and the way these guys have cut them together they'll fall in love with all the characters, and then they'll do their own research. There's no excuse nowadays to be ignorant about the situation out there.
For Alex, it's all about getting in close and gaining the apes' trust.
I love being up high in the canopy, being in their world.
He spent hours at a time on the feeding platforms 10 metres up.
And just sitting with them and being non-threatening. You know, and I think they responded to that quite well. You know, I'd sit with them and talk to them, and...
You would actually talk to them?
Most definitely, yes. Yeah.
What'd you talk about?
Just how things are going and asking them how they are, and... I mean, I definitely see them as people. You know, within a few days of getting there, their whole personality came forwards, and I just saw them as individuals.
And so it seems that's how they saw Alex, one of the gang.
Well, I'm sitting on the edge of the platform, and that's Jordan. He's come up and sat on my lap, and I think it looks like he's trying to steal something out of my pocket. Yes, he is. It's probably my phone or my lens wipe or something. That's my phone. And you'll notice a lot of the time I had my arm around him just to keep him quiet. But he loves attention. They all love attention. And as soon as I took my arm away, he bit me. Ow! They're just like naughty children.
Was some caring in your face too?
Yeah. I love them, yeah. I genuinely love them. You can't help but love them. I think everybody who's come in contact with them, who's looked in their eyes and touched them or given them a hug, you know, they're magnificent creatures. They really are beautiful.
So when you look in their eyes, what's looking back at you?
It's almost love and compassion, peace. You know, there's not a bad bone in their body. They're just genuinely honest and caring, and I mean, it's...
And surprising too. Here's a world first, an orangutan fishing.
And no one's ever filmed that before, and it's only ever been thought that they might do it. And of course, orangutans are fruit-eating primates. And I mean, they eat ants and termites as well. That's the only protein they're known to eat, really. But for us to be able to capture this incredible sequence of them actually putting their hands into these pools and pulling out these massive catfish and then chomping them alive was quite incredible.
Capturing those moments has its challenges, especially when the apes just want to play.
Oh, Jordan, please.
You can't see it, but Jordan has climbed on Alex's back as he films this orangutan march past.
Oh, I'm being bitten, I'm chewed, I'm pulled. What do you say for yourself, Jordan? Physically, it's the toughest job that I've done. It's probably the most dangerous job I've done, but it's definitely the most wonderful job I've ever done. Yeah, it's a life-changing job.
You've got one more visit to do some last filming with them. How hard is it going to be to say goodbye?
That last trip will be very sad, yeah. I'd like to think that I have a connection with them forever, you know, that I can go out and see them whenever I'd like, but it's not that easy. I don't know. Don't want to think about that yet.
Wonderful stuff. And if you want to know more, try this website, savetheorangutan.org.uk. And the first series of Orangutan Island starts in New Zealand this Wednesday on Animal Planet. We're keen, as always, for your feedback and story ideas. There's our address. A very good night.